issue that scores of American people agree on, but doesn't end up being a top issue for voters, is gun safety. When you think about what happened last week in Uvalde, the week before in Buffalo, do you believe that there is anything that's going to happen? Is there any hope that this time is different?
Well, I think we can absolutely change this, but we've got to change and refocus our approach. And one of the things, as you mentioned, in terms of issues that people focus on, when it comes to guns, the pro-gun forces have typically had greater intensity. They don't have the numbers, but that 30% of the American electorate that is pro-gun tends to vote on it, and they tend to organize around it, which means that we have to organize on the other side. And I've said this before, but I want to give a shout out to my former colleague, Gabby Giffords, the organization that she has formed that is focused on passing gun safety legislation. They don't just show up and introduce a piece of legislation and go to members of Congress and say, you have to vote for this. They organize across the country. They try to get people to support the ideas behind gun safety so the candidates can run on gun safety issues and win, and not just in districts like mine that are 70% Democratic. I've got a chunk of Seattle, very much in favor of gun control measures. But across the country, you've got to educate and build that support. And the biggest thing I'm going to keep harping on, we've got to counter this narrative. And you heard it from Ted Cruz yesterday. The more guns we have, the safer we are. That is categorically untrue. The facts, the statistics show that. We got to go out there and make that case to the American people to show them the more guns you have, the more tragedies happen. So let's ban assault weapons. Let's put in place meaningful background checks. Let's increase red flag laws so that people that are dangerous to our communities cannot possess guns. And let's understand the risk that those guns bring. The NRA is wrong. 75, 80% of the country disagrees with them. But we have to make that case because they're out there making the case. They're organized. They're in their convention. They have their following. It's not just money. It is a political policy argument that they make relentlessly. We have to counter that. And organizations like the one that Gabby formed are a huge step in doing that. We have to fight this continually and make the argument because we all know how important it is. I've been watching your reporting. It is just devastating. We have to do more to stop it.